Hey gang, Alan Combies here, faster EFT practitioner and creator of this video series that I call Morning Coffee with Alan. And today in this video, I really have no idea what I'm going to say. But I was just out for a walk today and I thought, it's just such a beautiful day, and I was reflecting and I thought, what would I like to say to you? What would I like to communicate to you? And it made me realize the importance of reflection and the importance of really kind of getting back into the moment. I think that many times when we're running through our day and we've got an agenda and we have people to meet and things to do, or maybe we don't have enough to do and we think, oh, I should be doing something, and I'm not doing enough, I'm not earning enough, I'm not meeting my sales quota, my job doesn't like me, or whatever it is. We create these stories around our life and our experiences. But those stories are just that, self-created. We have so many, in my work as a coach and practitioner, I see a lot of people with anxiety, social anxiety, public speaking fears, and really it comes down to how they view themselves and what they say to themselves, what they tell themselves, the stories they have running in their heads. And oftentimes, just taking a moment to drop out of that, to drop out of this sort of swirling, buzzing thinking that's going on for some of us, on a regular basis, almost constantly. To be able to drop out of that for just a moment and realize that your thinking is not reality, it's a perception. What you're thinking in any given moment is like a hat you can put on. It's like if you are, if you're a parent, then you when you're with your kids, you put on your parenting hat. If you are, at your job, you have the hat that you put on for work, right? You wear that hat. These hats represent different ways that we react to things around us. It's a different perception, and we look through that veil, we look through those glasses, we look through that filter, depending on what hat we're wearing in that moment, if that makes sense. So the thing is that you can change hats, and you do change hats whenever you want, whenever you need. When you need to be a parent, you put on that parent hat. When you need to be, the person that does your job, you put on that hat. But we fall into trouble when we don't think we have the ability to change hats. We think it's something outside of us. And that's just not how it works. How it works is, I think when we're at our most resourceful is when we realize that they are just hats. And that oftentimes the most resourceful place to be is a separation, sort of dropping out of your thinking and allowing that higher part of you, the subconscious mind, whatever you want to call it, to unfold. Just to allow it to unfold in front of you. And I know you've experienced this. People call it the zone, people call it, the state. We've all experienced it at some point in our lives. And I've found that when I drop out of my thinking, whether it's with, you know, tapping on something that's coming up, or reflecting as I was today while I was walking. I mean, here's an example. I had no idea what I was going to say in this video until I pressed the record button. And I just allowed myself to drop out of my thinking and just start talking. And so this can be our most resourceful state. So if you find yourself getting caught up, if you find yourself being, anxious, thinking, and well, that's just what it is. It's your thinking. And you can change that at any given moment. You can choose to drop out of it. You can choose to separate yourself from it. But it's almost something that is always there. We just have to remind ourselves to experience it. So, reflection. Take some time in your day to reflect, especially if you're experiencing a lot of anxiety in your life, if you're experiencing social anxiety, things like that, because it can really seem like we think we know what people are thinking about us. It can really seem like we're not good enough because of what we did in second grade, you know what I mean? Or last week, or whatever it is, or because of our failed relationships. It can really seem like that's why we're feeling this way. But the only reason we're feeling this way is because we're thinking about those things. And instead of being present and in the now, we're reliving old memories from the past. We're telling ourselves stories. We're affirming things that we don't really want to be true. So I hope that helps. Just a little thought for the day. I'm going to continue my walk. It's a beautiful day here. And I appreciate you watching these as always. I really just really appreciate being able to see clients and help people, and just really honored that you even take the time to watch this. So thanks very much. And this is Alan Combies, Faster EFT practitioner, stress management consultant, life and success coach, wishing you peace and happiness in all that you do, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.